Hi everybody, this is Leah here, aka Pawn Shop Blues, and this is the first video on my YouTube channel. I wanted to make a quick video talking about my experience seeing Lana Del Rey at Fenway Park. So, my AP Lit exam was during the same time as the pre-sale, so I wasn't able to get tickets. I had to get them from a reseller like several days later, and I am grateful because I know a lot of people weren't able to get tickets, but I was really upset about the fact that I had to spend over 4 times like what the original price of the seat would have been. For the money I spent getting seats from a reseller, I probably could have been in the pit if I had gotten into the pre-sale, which makes me a little upset, but honestly, I was just really happy to be there. I was sitting on the Coca-Cola Pavilion, which, if you know Fenway Park, that's like really high in the air and off to the side. I'll put up a picture of my view. So I was there with one of my best friends, and we get through security, we get into the park, we go to our seats, we sit down, and we're getting ready for the show. So we had been sitting in our seats for about half an hour when it started to rain a little bit. And I was checking my weather app and I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's going to let up in like 20 minutes. Come on, guys, like, get excited. Lana Del Rey's about to be on that stage. And then it didn't let up. It kept getting worse. And we were sitting there like, hey, what's going on? Like, is this show going to happen? And, it started pouring so hard that we had to go inside the park. We had to get out of our seats, and the thunder and lightning started around that time. So at this point, we had left our seats and we were like under the scaffolding at Fenway Park. It was me and like a bunch of other girls our age. We were all soaking wet in our like sundresses and like ribbons and cowgirl boots and heart-shaped sunglasses, just like mascara streaming down our faces, very ultra-violence, like you get the vibe. But that was probably one of the most memorable parts of the show, not even the concert itself, because it was just so many people that were like there to see Lana Del Rey and like experiencing this at the same time that I was, and everyone was literally just like holding hands and singing Born to Die. So we get back to our seats, still raining, there's still thunder, there's a curfew at Fenway Park, so she had to cut the show short by like over an hour, so she was only able to play for 1 hour, but we're like sitting there, we're so excited for her to come out. We're like, oh my god, what song is she gonna start with? And I was so caught off guard because she started with Without You. And Without You is my favorite song off of Born to Die, but it's not one that gets played live, really. It's kind of an obscure one. Like the girl I was with, my friend, she didn't know that song. She's not as big of a Lana Del Rey fan as I am, and that one is like a bonus track off of Born to Die, so it's not as well known. But anyway, I was screaming, I was losing it. I was like, oh my god, like this is my song, she's playing my song. And then she went from that into Cherry, I think. She's playing, she's doing so great, and then she starts talking about like, oh, like I want to bring out like a very special guest. And I'm losing it. I'm like, oh my god, who is it gonna be? I kid you not, it was the Walmart yodeling kid. Like Mason Ramsey. And I love Mason Ramsey. Well, I do now after seeing that show. But he comes out and I'm like, no way, that's him. That's the Walmart yodeling kid. So he comes out, they do a duet of his song Blue Over You, which Love that song. That's on my playlist now. That and the one that's like I'd Run All the Way to Memphis. Top tier songs. Everyone stream his new album. So good. And then the next guest was Steven Sanchez, and they did Until I Found You, which also stream his new album. I think it's called Angel Face. It's so good. My favorite song on that one is Evangeline. No skip album, I might say. And then she brought out Quavo and they did Tough. And overall, like, the concert itself was like, it's so bizarre to like look at the stage and be like, that's Lana Del Rey. Like, I am in the same room as this woman that I have like been listening to her music, reading her book, she has one book, but like I bought a CD burner so that I could like download AKA Lizzie Grant off of like the dark web, and now I can have it on my iTunes. And just like being able to look at the stage and being like, that's her. Like, I am like, I'm not watching a video, I'm not listening to her on the radio, like, that is her. She's right in front of me singing these songs that I love so much live. Which, this was like one of the first concerts I've been to. This was actually only my second concert in my life. The first one, I was lucky enough to be able to go see Taylor Swift on the Eras Tour, which was also wonderful. Much more of like a theatrical concert, and I do love Taylor Swift, but in my opinion, Lana Del Rey was just like completely blew any other experience out of the water. It was such a great show. She sounded so good live. The choreography was great. The dancers were awesome. All of the special guests she brought out did such a great job. The night itself was just so great. I would say the best parts of the show were obviously the show. The concert itself, I almost view as like a separate unit than the night that we had on June 20th, 2024. But I think my favorite part was being surrounded by so many like-minded people who were experiencing, you know, the concert delay and the rain. And just like, it's the kind of thing where there are people that you like meet once who just like have a lot of impact on your life. There were people I met that night that I don't know their names. I don't even know if they're from the area. I'm probably never going to see them again. But in my head, we are best friends. I don't know how to describe it, but like, that's twin. Like, we are there for the same reason on the same night to see the same woman that we love so much and have looked up to for so long. And even though all of this stuff is going wrong, like, I'm still here, I'm holding your hand, we're singing together in the rain, and then we get to go out and watch the thing that brought us together. Which I just feel like I left that show like a changed woman. I know that sounds so cliche and so stupid, but genuinely, I think that was one of the greatest nights of my life. Don't tell my sister that, because she'll get mad that I said Lana Del Rey concert and not her wedding. But sorry, like, it's Lana Del Rey. Hannah, if you're watching, no, you're not. I didn't say that. But yeah, that's really all that I wanted to say. I just wanted to talk about the night that I had and the experience that came along with it. Like, all of the all the things that went wrong, like my AP Lit exam, the overpriced tickets, the rain, the thunder, the lack of being able to eat food, because like, dude, I wanted a Fenway Park hot dog so bad, but that's neither here nor there. But still, despite everything that went wrong, greatest night of my life. Hey, so that's the end of that. I don't know what people say at the end of YouTube videos. Most people just say, like, remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe. But you do not have to do that if you don't want to. I really made this video as more of a retrospective for myself. But if other people enjoy it, then that's always a bonus. So, here we are at the end. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.